guys, I'm ChezPride and welcome back to another Sims 4 related video. But today we're actually taking a little bit of an unexpected break from the massive amount of Enchanted by Nature content that is currently going on my channel and actually doing something in honor of our sadly now deceased King of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, by doing one of my favorite series, What If These Sims Had Babies in The Sims 4, and seeing him and his latest wife's genetics be passed down one last time, even if it's just in a game. So if you've been around on my channel long enough, you might have seen me do this series before, because honestly, I've done it like a million times with a bunch of different Sims. And honestly, I'm actually pretty sure I've already done it with Ozzy and Sharon quite a few years ago, because over the years, I have downloaded several versions of Ozzy and Sharon to put in my game and just to play with in my save files, because if you didn't know, the way that I like to play my game is I'll make a save file, put the characters that I'm going to play with in them, and then put a bunch of background characters off the gallery in the world. So it's like more fun characters that people recognize that somewhat have a meaning to me in my life normally. So I've probably already done this challenge. Like, I'm pretty sure I've already done this challenge with Ozzy and Sharon just because I already have them in my gallery and Ozzy has always meant a lot to me. But I figured it would be fine for me to do it again, because this is the type of challenge that every time you do it, the results are different. And honestly, if I did do this with Ozzy and Sharon like I remember, it was so long ago, I really don't remember what the actual results were. And honestly, I'm pretty sure these are the most accurate Ozzy and Sharon I've ever downloaded off the gallery, so I'm sure the results will be different either way. So if you don't know me personally or haven't been around in my life that long, you may not know this, but I've actually been a huge fan of Ozzy Osbourne since I was in like elementary school. I remember discovering him when I started listening to the local rock and roll radio station that started my love for rock and alternative music, and he played a huge role in the music I listened to, especially when I was discovering my own way in music. Even later on in my school years, we used to warm up in band class with Crazy Train. And honestly, I'm just a huge fan of his family and his wife as well. They're all just such great people in my opinion, and Ozzy was just such an icon and holds such a special place in my heart with his music. I felt like I had to do something to honor his death that happened a couple of days ago. So why not do one of my favorite series with one of my favorite musicians, and like I said, pass down his genetics one last time. So if you've never seen a What If These Sims Had Babies challenge in The Sims 4, this is actually originally a Sims Wishes challenge, but I have done it several times over the years. And pretty much it's a Sims 4 Create a Sim challenge where you take two Sims, typically two Sims that are a couple or that you ship together, and you use the random genetics tool to create two infants, two toddlers, and two kids, one male, one female each, just to see what the Sims kids would look like and all the possibilities of the different ways that their genetics can be passed down. And I personally like to age them up into teens just to get a real good look at what the genetics actually look like. It's a really fun way to play and create a sim, especially if you're wanting to create a family, but you don't want to make them from scratch. So since this video is pretty much just an excuse for me to honor Ozzy Osbourne's life and focus on passing down his genetics, I tried really hard to find an Ozzy off the gallery that was more accurate than just the average Ozzy and Sharon that I put in my game in the background just to see around in town. So this is the Ozzy that I ended up picking up off the gallery, and this is actually the Sharon that came with him automatically. And honestly, I feel like I said earlier, these are the most accurate Sharon and Ozzy that I've downloaded off the gallery, especially in their later years. And I feel like with this kind of being a memorial video, that representing them in their later years was kind of accurate. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so basically what we're going to do over and over again is we're going to go to create a sim, and we're going to go with play with genetics, and we are going to put in Ozzy and Sharon. And like I said, we have to do 2 infants, 2 toddlers, and 2 children, and then I age them up to see what they look like. So since we have to do 1 female and 1 male each, I kind of just typically do whichever one pops up first. So it looks like this time we are starting out with the sun. So let's go ahead and we're going to randomize 3 times, and the third result is what we get, whether we like it or not. So let's go ahead and randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, I am seeing a lot of Sharon here, like Sharon and all the colors with the hair, the eyes, and the skin tone. I am seeing the shape of Ozzy's eyes possibly, and more of his shape when it comes to the mouth. The nose, I feel like, could be either. I feel like it's a good mix. But let's go ahead and accept this as our first son that we are doing today. And let's go ahead and randomize a name 3 times for him just to see what we get. So 1, 2, 3, Chris. I feel like that's almost too normal. But anyways, so Chris Osbourne is our child today. And let's go ahead and age him into a teen and really see what genetics got passed down. So here we go. Oh yeah, I'm definitely seeing Ozzy in the like eye, nose, and mouth shape. Like that is all very Ozzy. But definitely seeing Sharon in all the colors. Also very skinny son. Alright, but let's age him back down into an infant and then do the same thing again, but we're going to do it as a daughter. So let's go ahead and play with genetics, infant, daughter, and let's randomize and see what we get. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so it looks like our daughter takes after Ozzy's hair color and Ozzy's skin tone, but has her mother's eye color. Her eyes look a little bit more normal than her brother. So let's see what her name is going to be. 1, 2, 3, Desiree. Desiree Osbourne. I don't hate that. Alright, Desiree, what do you look like as a teenager? Oh, very Sharon in the face. Yeah, very Sharon. Like I'm seeing some Ozzy, but I'm mostly seeing Sharon and Desiree. Alright, but let's age her back down into an infant. And then we are going to do the same thing over again, but with toddlers. So let's play with genetics. We are going to do Sharon. And looks like we are starting with a daughter this time. So let's randomize 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we got another red-headed baby. But I'm not exactly sure where that eye... Is that the color of Sharon's eye? I thought Sharon had green eyes. Wait, I'm so confused. Actually, I have to look at this. Oh, this is more the color of Sharon's eye. Where have these green eyes been coming from then? Because Ozzy's eyes are blue. Yeah, Ozzy's eyes are blue. So I had assumed that the green color was coming from Sharon. But I guess it's maybe they just have a particular shade of green that will turn in to this brownish green. I don't know. Interesting. I've never seen the genetics give 2 inaccurate eye colors back to back like that. But this is our toddler daughter, and honestly, she is so cute with this hairstyle. That is totally giving Sharon vibes. I love it. Honestly, I love everything about this sim except for the pants. The pants I'm not a fan of. But let's go ahead and give her a name. 1, 2, 3, Liliana. Okay, I actually like Liliana. I feel like that would be something they would name their kid. Alright, but let's go ahead and age Liliana up and see what she looks like. Honestly, the style is perfect. That is like perfect for Ozzy Osbourne's kid, and it has the same hairstyle as Sharon. They're twins. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. This is my favorite one so far. Honestly, she looks a lot like Sharon in the face, except she has like Ozzy's nose. She has Ozzy's skin color. But everything else is pretty much Sharon, except for like her style. I feel like she definitely takes after her dad's style, but just like in like a feminine teenage type of way. I'm really obsessed with this one. Okay, I like her. So let's age her back down into a toddler. She is so cute as a toddler too. I just love her. Okay, but now we have to do the toddler's son. So let's go ahead and play with genetics. And we're going to switch over to a male. Put in Sharon. Put toddler. And bam, boom, bam. Here we are, ma'am. Let's randomize the son 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so far we're having a good mix between redheads and brown hair. I mean, granted, Sharon's hair color is typically dyed red, so they would probably have more brown hair children. I mean, also just kind of going off their actual children in real life, but still, for the Sims genetics, is giving a good mix. But this is our son here. I'm seeing a lot of Ozzy in the face. This is the first kid we're seeing the blue eyes with. The face, everything like shape-wise, I'm seeing Ozzy. I'm seeing Ozzy's hair color, Ozzy's skin color. I feel like this is going to be the most looking like Ozzy so far. So let's give him a name. So 1, 2, 3, Asher. Asher Osbourne. I actually kind of like that. I like all these names that we are randomizing, actually. Alright, but let's see what Asher looks like as a teen. Oh, yep. Very Ozzy. Very Ozzy. I was totally accurate. But he looks like a normal version of... Well, he has all the rings like Ozzy does. But he looks like just like your average teenage kid. Maybe needs some more... help when it comes to matching the colors of his clothes, but I feel like he just looks like a average teenage version of Ozzy as like a non-rocker. I kind of love it. All right, but let's go ahead and put him down to a toddler, and we're gonna do the same thing again, but we're gonna do it with children. So let's go ahead and choose a child. It looks like we're starting out with a son this time, so let's randomize 3 times and see what we get. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, they're kind of cute, actually. No, they're cute. I'm seeing a lot of Sharon in the facial features, but definitely has Ozzy's hair color, his skin color, and eye color. But honestly, they're cute. I like everything but the blue shoes. Like, I feel like if you would just put on a brown or black shoe, this outfit is actually really cute. But let's see what his name is. So 1, 2, 3. Kellyanne. Oh, that's actually kind of funny because their daughter is named Kelly. So, the son is Kellyanne. That's great. I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what Kellyanne looks like aged into a teen. Oh, okay. Honestly, he's really cute. I think he's the cutest out of all of them so far. Like I said, I'm definitely seeing a lot of Sharon. The nose is kind of a mix, but all the colors are Ozzy and the jawline's Ozzy, but everything else is pretty much Sharon. And honestly, he's really cute. I actually even like the outfit. Like, for a randomized outfit, this is not bad at all. Alright, Kellyanne, you're good. You're a good one. I still think Liliana is my favorite so far, but Kellyanne is definitely a short second. Alright, and we have one more child, so we're going to be doing the daughter child. So we are going to add Sharon and make sure it's the daughter, and let's go ahead and randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, she's really pretty. I'm obsessed with her hair. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Ozzy in the face shape. Eye color and face color are definitely Sharon, and the hair color is definitely Ozzy. I think this is going to be a very interesting mix between the two. I'm obsessed with their outfit. The little raincoat with the rainbow sneakers is adorable. And I'm always a big fan of this hair and the hairs that are similar to this. So let's go ahead and give this girl a name. So 1, 2, 3. Fernanda Osbourne. Interesting name. All right, Fernanda. Let's see what you look like as a teenager. Oh, so many accessories. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just gotta take off the accessories so I can see your face. Okay. Yep. Lots of Ozzy. We got the Ozzy nose, the Ozzy mouth. Actually, Sharon's jawline, like the very short jawline. The high eyebrows are kind of more Sharon. The nose and the eye shape and the mouth shape all are Ozzy. The skin tone is Ozzy. The hair color, the hair color is Ozzy, but the eye color is Sharon. And honestly, I don't like her outfit. I know, like, it's a randomized outfit, but it just doesn't. Maybe if we took off the shoes and gave her different shoes and took away the red gloves, the outfit would work, but I don't know. This is probably my least favorite, which I hate to say because it's the, like, finale and the final one, but it's honestly my least favorite. But that is our video for today. So that is what this version of Ozzy and this version of Sharon babies would look like in The Sims 4. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. So we have Ozzy Osbourne here, our deceased King of Darkness, rest in peace. And we have his still alive wife, Sharon. And then they have their kids, Chris, Desiree, my favorite, Liliana, one of the two. We have Asher, which is really cute. Kellyanne, which is another good, cute one. And my least favorite, Fernanda. So that is going to be it for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to make a quick little video to kind of honor him because him and his music did me a lot in my life. I know he was crazy. I know he had a wild side. But that's kind of what he was known for. And that's kind of what made him relatable, honestly. I don't know. I've always been a big fan of him, and I was really sad yesterday when I heard of his passing, which is why I actually didn't upload a video yesterday. I was totally planning on it, but I just didn't end up doing it because I actually got a little sad about this one. I normally don't get sad over celebrity deaths. There's been very few I've actually gotten upset over. Betty White, Robin Williams, Chester Bennington, all are ones that I've gotten upset over, but this one hit hard. So rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, and best wishes to his family. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye!